Hi everybody, and welcome to the Four Swords, talk about things and stuff that you probably don't care about. No, you care, or else you wouldn't be watching. So today we're going to be talking about the console generations, next-gen consoles, where everything's going, how they're going to turn out, and we'll mainly be discussing, PS4 and Xbox One, obviously, and everyone here is kind of biased towards the PS4 over the Xbox One, but I will convince them.
I don't really care.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could go either way.
I'm sure that you guys heard about the whole you need to have internet in order to connect to Xbox Live, and, you have to have internet once every 24 hours in order to play your Xbox.
Yeah, and that doesn't sound like a good idea.
That was not...
Go on.
That was taken. That was taken out. You don't have to have internet connection.
Yeah, I was gonna say. What about the whole thing that's kind of ruining used games? Like the whole, you can't, let's say I had the newest Halo and James didn't, although that seems unlikely, and I wanted to lend it to James. I wouldn't be able to do that because of that whole thing they've got going on. What is it again? What's it called? DRM.
It's called the family. DRM. Yeah, the DRM thing.
See, the DRM I do not approve of.
Now what they're doing now is say that, me, my brother, and then two of you guys have the Xbox One. What I can do is I can go online and I can say that all three of you people are members of my family, and then it will automatically say, hey, even if you're in a different state, would you like to play this game? It's part of your family system. So you have a family library that you can put your games into so people across, the United States can still play them.
Huh. I heard about that.
But I heard of that feature, but at the same time, it's only one person's allowed to play that game at that moment, right?
Yeah, so if you have Halo, the newest Halo, and your other family member doesn't, if you're playing Halo, your other family members cannot be playing Halo. Only one person can play if you only have one copy in the family library.
Yeah. Thing with that is, that could cause complications, saying, say you want to play...
It's the whole thing, you need to go and add people to your little family library. I should just be able to pop in the disc and get going.
Well,
yeah.
If you only have one disc, obviously only one of your people in your family is going to be able to play it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
True, but still, you gotta go set them up as a family member or it doesn't work. I consider that unnecessary.
If you add them as that family member, they'll stay as that family member permanently, and then, if they move, it doesn't matter because then you can still have them borrow the games.
It's something you only need to do once. It just still seems like an unnecessary step to me, but I am a lazy motherfucker, so...
Aren't we all?
So, another thing is, I'm sure you guys heard, since there's only one digital copy per person, and they're going to mainly be digital copies of games. There's no CD drive from what I heard. I'm not 100% sure about that.
No CD drive on an Xbox?
It's gonna be all digital, just like Steam.
Dude, let Steam be Steam. You are a console. You were made for DVDs and stuff. You were made for discs.
Now, the thing about that is a lot of people are hating on the Xbox because they're saying, oh, I can't share, blah, blah, blah. When Steam first came out, it was exactly like that. And now you have stuff like the Steam Summer Sale, where stuff is going 50% off, 75% off, 90% off, which in the later years of the Xbox One, 4 years in the future, Xbox One can be doing that with their games if they have only digital downloads, because then you don't have to pay for shipping and boxing and making sure you're hitting the right demographic for advertising and everything like that.
Well, thing with that is, I know it's probably not true. Well, I don't know. I know it's possible, but the thing is, how Microsoft is pretty much known to be a greedy bastard company, so I can't really see Microsoft doing stuff like that, going 50% off, 90% off, stuff like that, every once in a while. I can see maybe,
here's the thing.
Some small discounts, maybe, 25%, only on, occasions.
Yeah, I know Microsoft, and I don't think their sales are going to be quite as massive as Steam sales.
And plus,
here's the thing. Well, here's the thing, is like, Steam's able to do that because they have the flexibility, and plus they don't need to worry about, like, oh, we had to like do things for this console, like we had to adjust for this console. Yeah. With the Xbox, it's like you need to get permission from those developers, and then you would be losing profit as a result of that. Whereas for Steam, it's like, oh, you're just online, you can just do this, whatever. So they have more leniency with it compared to Microsoft or Sony.
With Microsoft, I know a lot of the profit from the games go to Microsoft if like you're buying it digitally or something like that. But while with Steam, I know most of the profit goes to the developers itself rather than straight to Valve.
Yep. And off of the topic of like just how it's working and all game-wise, it also seems like it's trying to be your all-in-one device. You know?
Well, like, yeah. I'm not exactly agreeing with a lot of the new features. So they're like, hey, hook up your cable box to your Xbox, and then you can watch cable on your Xbox, and then your friends can bite in with Skype.
You can have Skype on your Xbox.
Yeah.
Doesn't the Xbox One also have the Kinect built in?
Yes, you cannot turn off Kinect.
Yeah, you have to.
It will have the Kinect with it.
Yeah, it sells the Kinect with it. You have to have the Kinect plugged in, and then there was some privacy issues with that.
Hi. The only people that use Kinect are tiny children.
Hey man, I use it for Skyrim all the time.
Yeah.
You use it for the voice, and that's about it.
Well, yeah, but I still use the Kinect.
For Skyrim.
Yeah, but I've also
all
used
the games
it for...
that are on an Xbox that you can get. Skyrim.
I've also used it for games like Mass Effect, though, and I have played various games like Kinect Adventures and all that stuff, which I'm not saying they're good, I'm saying, but I have played them, and I've spent some time playing them, and I don't really find them bad games, but, I mean, there's always the potential to be better.
Hours and hours of playing.
Yeah.
They're more like party games.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So when
games, you have a bunch of friends over, and you all want to prance around like stupid monkeys. You put in that Kinect game and you laugh at your friends falling over each other.
Yeah, and there's that that it has the chance to be party games. Well, the problem is not a lot of people have like a large enough space for it to work properly. Like, say for me, example, like my basement's like kind of small, and that's pretty much where I always have my Xbox and whatnot. I barely even have just enough room for me to play it when I do, and that's not that often. I mean, just still, you don't really have enough. Some people just don't have enough room, so it's not really worth it to have a Kinect. Except for some for games like that have voice commands, like Skyrim, and that's pretty much the only thing I use it for.
Right. But Kinect was just kind of. I think Kinect was just kind of a bad idea that Microsoft gave game developers bonus points for incorporating into their games somehow.
Probably.
Right now, I'm on the on the Xbox website trying to figure out what new features they may have done, because I don't know if you guys remember that they did like a whole 180 reversal on what they did, trying to go back to their older features, Xbox, and like right now I'm on the website right now, and it's in its
full. Like, just terrible stature. And, like, once everybody, like, vomited death out of their eyes, they were like, oh, shit, we're gonna lose to Sony. Let's fix that.
And then, even after Sony just went to E3 and pretty much destroyed them at the conference.
Even, like, the most die-hard Xbox fan I know, Michael McNamara, he was like, not liking the Xbox One so much. He posted a picture on his Facebook, actually, that was like a picture of the Xbox One that said, you were supposed to be the chosen one, not a glorified cable box.
That's pretty much what it is.
The one feature that bugs me the most about is, like, why would you have Skype on your Xbox if my computer's right next to my TV and I could just go on my computer instead?
Not everyone has a computer right next to their TV.
And not everyone even
walk 5 feet to their computer. Gosh.
And not everybody actually has a computer.
That is a fair point.
And you know, a lot of people, not that I know, but I've heard about this, is on the PS3 and on the Xbox 360, you have those web browsing features. Like, you know, you have Bing on the Xbox, which made me cry a little bit. And then the PS4, you have it just an internet browser that you can actually use. So they can technically be used like computers, but yeah, not everyone has a computer.
Like Microsoft did incorporate Internet Explorer not that long ago onto the Xbox 360, but
I think it is safe enough to say that if someone doesn't own a computer, they're generally not going to own a console either.
Yeah.
Oh.
Generally, I'm sure there are people that like can't afford a computer but can totally afford a console, and I get that there are those people. But most people who can't afford a computer can also not afford a console.
And plus, it's like you're paying to get new hardware when you could just like pay less just to upgrade certain parts of your computer.
Yeah, actually, it reminds me of a point I made. Now that you bring that up, like replacing parts and shit for computers and crap. There was this guy that was talking about the Ps4 and how it's going to be priced, and he's like, I can make a better computer than that for less. And he tried. And it was more expensive than a Ps4, ran only a little bit better, and it was just a waste of time. The big publishers of game consoles like this can make these game consoles at their price with their performance level because they've got all sorts of deals going on with people that ship out the parts. They buy it in mass quantities and get all sorts of deals and crap on it that let them release it at this price. Mass production. Whereas one guy going out to the store buying computer parts, that's going to be way more expensive.
Yeah, that's going to cost more. Because you got to import those parts. I mean, you're not a big company who's like, oh, can I get a discount on this? No, you can't, because you're just one person with computer. And even still, like...
So, finish your thought, and then I'll say what I'm doing.
I was gonna transfer over to another thought, but it's okay.
So was I, actually. Okay, well, we're, I don't know how important this is to you guys, but as it is, both, I'm looking at the demographics of the PS4, Xbox One, and the Wii U. With the PlayStation 4 opening, the launch date price is going to be $400, and the Xbox One is going to be $500. The Wii U, which has already come out, can be anywhere from $300 to $350. And, let me see, let me look at some of this other stuff. Both of them have Blu-ray.
Sony in the middle.
Both of them have the same RAM. Both of them have very good processing stuff. They're both like, at this point, they're both like mid-level PC gaming.
I've actually heard from Chris, friend Chris, that newer games don't really care too much about your processing power.
Yeah, no, your system can usually just run it fine, unless you have like a really old hunk of junk like my PS3 upstairs. Like I got it like release date. And, they've come out with better ones as time has gone on.
So, processing is a
have,
major selling point, but it is nice.
PS3 is possible.
Anyways, go on.
Another interesting thing that this is important to me, because if multiple of my friends have the same console, this is very important to me that you have a removable hard drive. So for example, I took my hard drive from my 360, and I had this was before Halo 4 came out. I had all my Halo Reach stuff on it, all my custom maps and all my whatever. So I brought that over to Austin's house, and then we played Halo Reach on my profiles with all my stuff. And then, I just brought it back home and plugged it back in, and I could play. So, honestly, I find it really, really nice to have a removable hard drive, but I'm not sure if that really affects anyone else.
I honestly like the removable hard drive as well, because, I know, sometimes people buy like really good multiplayer games, but through digital download. Like my cousin, he got Borderlands 2 for only like $5 through digital download. I didn't have it, and so he came over. He brought over his hard drive. We just swapped it out, and then we were playing Borderlands 2 all night. And then he just went back to his place, and we were able to just pretty much do stuff just fine.
Yeah. I haven't experimented with my own removable hard drive because I don't have one, but they're nice to have. It's good to have an option,
And I'm the only one with the PS3 and no Xbox, so don't rely on me for that.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of PS3, PlayStation always gets the good exclusives.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
PS3
like Infamous, also known as Lightning Grand Theft Auto.
They have Little Big Planet. They have the Uncharted series.
Last of Us.
Yeah, The Last of Us is also exclusive.
The only good exclusive I can think of that Xbox has is Halo.
Halo and Gears of War.
Halo and Gears.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the PS4, how they're doing it is you obviously have to have Xbox Live in order to play on Xbox. What they're doing for the PS4 is you have to have a PlayStation Plus account in order to play online.
Well, just a PlayStation account. I don't think you need PlayStation
So
Plus.
what they're doing is games that are free to play, like those MMOs that you can play on consoles and stuff like that. That's gonna
I don't get why you would do that, but
anyway.
Yeah.
You can play that for free, but in order to play a game of like Uncharted online, you will have to have this subscription monthly or yearly or however you set your account up.
Well, yeah, but
I'm used to Xbox Live, so
Okay.
it's not that.
I'm pretty sure like it's $5 as compared to Xbox. It's like whatever.
Well, actually, currently, taking the prepaid cards, say like there's $25 for 3 months. It's not that bad. Or is it? There's like $60 for 12 months. You divide that, it's only like $5 a month, and that's pretty much what PlayStation Plus is. It's also $5 a month.
Yeah, and there's like a lot of benefits with the two. Like some games that are like like $20-25 are free, or they're at a discounted price of like $10 or $9. Mm-hmm. So I remember that I got Infamous for free. I got a couple games that were really good, that were just at a discounted price for like probably like almost as close to a Steam sale almost.
It was a steal.
I saw someone on a post on Reddit where this guy, he had PlayStation Plus and it was only like $5 a month. He pretty much had no PlayStation credit, but he got like a bunch of like really good free games that PlayStation Plus offered because he had PlayStation Plus rather than PSN. Well,
PlayStation Plus is just kind of like a bonus. Xbox Live, I don't think, gives you any bonuses like that.
Yeah, Xbox Live Gold is pretty much mandatory for online play and whatnot. And then
Xbox Live Gold sounds like you get these kind of bonuses. Normally, when you put Gold or Platinum in something, it sounds like, hey, you get bonus shit for this. But there's a bare minimum over there if you don't want to fork over all of your money.
Yeah, with Xbox Live Gold, you only get pretty much what they're offering is like the TV content, online play, and then access to what they recently started doing, offering a free game a month. Yeah, they released I think they released Assassin's Creed 2 for free or something because the July the game they offered for July really sucked and people were pissed off about it. So then they did Assassin's Creed 2 for free for July as well.
So, interesting statistic that I just looked up. There is 224 games exclusive to the PS3 compared to the 3x4, what is that?
12?
Yeah, sorry.
12?
I had a brain fart there. Compared to the 12 that are exclusive to Xbox, but that is not considering Move or Kinect. Kinect has about 2.5 more games exclusive for Kinect than PlayStation has for Move. So that's interesting. And Wii has none of those.
Yeah, but
let's think about
going on a little tangent about the Wii U. It's like it's always been the underdog. Like once you get more in the little console lifespan, there's gonna be more good games coming out for it. And for example, Animal Crossing and I'm thinking like a Mario game. It's like on the top 10 list from
this reminds me how you brought the Wii back into this. This reminds me of like a statement I heard from a game reviewer, Yahtzee, for Zero Punctuation, that works for the Escapist magazine. The Wii is a yappy little puppy that'll keep the kiddies entertained. The PS3 is an old yet faithful dog that is sometimes slow but will bring you your slippers every morning. And the Xbox 360 is a fast dog that will only occasionally piss itself and die.
I like the little last part, and die.
Ring of death.
Now, back on the Wii U, I do feel like it's a very underrated thing. Very, very underrated. I mean, it's cheaper, in my opinion, it has some pretty good exclusives. I mean, like, for example, the Wii has, Skyward Sword, they have the Pikmin series, and they have all that stuff. Super Smash Bros, definitely.
Definitely.
And they have all these exclusive games, too, and they don't really need the extra processing power, because there's not many games out there. You're not going to see someone trying to run a game that looks like The Last of Us on a Wii, because they're not... It's not like Nintendo. I mean, most graphic...
I will say, sorry to cut you off, I will say that the Wii is a nice console, but not at the same purposes as a PlayStation or an Xbox.
Definitely not.
Wii's are like, you want to have a party with some friends. Here are some fantastic party games that, gets you moving and sometimes gets you angry at your friends for being like massive D-wads and ninja looting. I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely better for those people that are very social.
But it's definitely not like... The weirdest thing I ever played was Call of Duty Black Ops for the Wii.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
I played it, and like all I could ever bring myself to do was hold my pistol sideways and go around capping people like that. That's all I wanted to do in that game. I could not take it seriously for the life of me.
Yeah. The thing is...
It was even better when I was sidewaysing, like, dual-wield shotguns. I'm like, oh, Wii, stop trying to be serious. You're not.
Oh, is it with Wii? It's usually good. It's pretty much... They do a lot of good single-player campaign, whatnot stuff, and they have amazing exclusives. I think it might be because, like...
Games.
It's pretty much because, from what I think, is that those games are made by the people that made the console itself. And I admit, like, there are some good online games, but it's not really meant for that. But Nintendo, they do have a lot of awesome games.
For the Wii is
Mario Kart. Mario Kart, yeah. I've also had some good... When I had my Wii, it was pretty good for, Brawl Online.
This doesn't appeal to me. I'd rather be in the room I'm playing someone with Brawl with so that I can smack them over the head when they, like, ring me out.
Yeah.
Another interesting thing that I just pulled up. The Wii U is region locked, which means if you're in the US, you can only play with people in the US. I know some interesting games from like the PS3 and the Xbox do this. Like, for example, Little Big Planet, you cannot play out of region. I'm not sure if Xbox does that with any games. I was just bringing that up.
Xbox, I think, is region locked with just about everything.
Yeah. For some reason, I always thought with the region lock, it was only meant for, like, discs. Like, you can't, like, import a game and play it. Because I know
that's another thing with region lock, which is really weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm fine if you make it so that we can only connect to people from the US, because there's good logic to that. Their internet will be better than someone like, let's say, Brazil.
Yeah.
Your connection will be stronger. I can understand that. But not being able to import the game and play it because it came from somewhere else, it's just stupid.
That's really stupid.
Well, here's the thing. It's to prevent, people, like, getting the games for cheaper and what their country actually sells. So, like, for example, in, trying to think of a country right now. I think
England?
India, they import...
Oh.
India, they import their games from England or, like, the US. Because, like, their games there are, like, ridiculously high. It's, like, $80 in US money. So
a lot like Australia, too. I heard games in Australia are, like, $70.
That's what I heard
It's
as well.
a ridiculous price in general. Like, so they import their games from other countries, such as England or the US, and they're getting prosecuted because of this. It's like, the standards that their government set on those prices, it's not their fault. They can't afford games that they want to play. So what's the next best option? It's either piracy or import it. And I don't think piracy is the best option, obviously, so they import it as a result.
Now, you see, if people are importing games and you are getting mad at them because your games are too pricey, try fucking lowering your game prices.
Yeah,
or the tax in general.
And at least when it's getting imported, money is still going to the people who made the game. Right?
Yep.
If that just becomes like this region lock shit, then you can't afford it because, like, in your region, your games are too expensive. If you pirate, the people who made that game are not getting money for what they've done.
And also, you get into legal troubles, so
yeah,
no one benefits from that situation.
Piracy is bad. and you should definitely buy the game. I'm not saying I have. I'm also not saying I haven't. But if you do, you should definitely buy the game if you like it.
Yeah. Eventually,
So
you should buy the game.
that made it so that if you want a sequel, they have money to make another one, or if they're not making a sequel, they have money to make DLCs. Because to further a game, they need to get money. It's not like they just make games. They're like, well, here you go, we're done.
Yeah.
And they don't send like cash. They don't send like bathtubs filled with money. So
except Gabe Newell.
Except
Gabe Newell.
And then
He's the only
count to
exception.
3.
Anyway, so
He's the only exception. So
another minor thing is Xbox One compared to the PS4 is not going to have Bluetooth support, which means if you have a wireless headset, it will not work.
Xbox or with
That doesn't
Xbox
matter to
One.
me.
that's pretty lame.
I mean, I use a wireless mic like I used to exclusively on my PS3 because that's all I had when I was playing with my dad and when I moved. I was playing with all my friends from my previous area, so that's the only way I had contacting people. But now that there is no Bluetooth support on the new Xbox, people are only gonna have a way of contacting if they have a wired headset or if they're using their Kinect. And everyone knows how bad you sound when you talk through the Kinect with chat.
I really need to get a wireless headset for my Xbox, or a wired headset, just a headset in general.
That's what I like with my headset. It's Xbox and PC compatible.
Gotta love the Turtle Beaches.
So I'm reading off like some articles about their features. So I've heard that there's not going to be any. Well, there's going to be some indie support for the Xbox One, but the PS4 had this indie support thing going on for like a long time right now. So.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure PlayStation has indie support pretty much nailed down. Although, you know how Steam has that green light thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Kind of. Steam has the whole green light. Amazon actually has this service where you make an indie game, you give it to them, and they'll just put it on at a price. You know, they'll just try and sell it. They don't like make people play it. Like, here's a game, just buy it if you want.
And
I can have people
also,
vote for it or not.
and also, oh, continue.
I'm done. That's all I wanted to say.
So, does the PS4 have backwards compatibility? You know?
No, neither of them do. And it's not because they don't want to. It's because they like physically cannot be backwards compatible. It's like the way the system was built. I read that.
Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate.
That sucks.
Okay, so I feel like we should wrap this up. This conversation's going on a while. So, the end question here is, of the 3 new consoles, the next generation consoles, what do you feel, what would you buy? Like, is Mini...
PS4.
Just the PS4?
If I buy anything, it's going to be the PS4, like, just like between Xbox One and PS4, but like, I would want
I can always depend on one of my friends to have a Wii, and it's only for parties, so I'm not getting one.
Yeah, I would like
I am a stone cold loner.
I would like to get a Wii U because Nintendo, from what I've seen, always makes good games. And they're usually fun.
Nintendo has fun games, single player or party.
Yeah, in my opinion, it's like, if I had to decide just between Xbox One or PS4, it'd be definitely PS4.
He didn't
because some of the
Wii U into that. He mentioned the Wii U, but you're like, oh,
well,
Wii U,
if it's between the two, the original.
This is about
the original
Xbox and PlayStation.
Oh, the original 2 that we started with, I would get a PS4, and if I really wanted to, a Wii U, because I've grew up playing Nintendo games and I can't really get that portion of my heart to like die. So
same here.
Well,
so I would most likely get a Wii U too.
In order of when I would get them, I would probably get the PS4, Xbox One, then Wii U. Not because I don't like the Wii U, but as Reagan said, someone always has the newest console. Like Sunitha, for example, is getting the Wii U, and the PS4. I've been a Sony guy since the first PlayStation. I feel like they know what their customers want because they've also been around longer than Microsoft has for gaming. So I just feel like I get treated better as a consumer with Sony. Anyway, so
You said you were going to convert us to
You're back.
Xbox One, and we
well,
converted you.
yeah.
no, I've always been a Sony guy. I was just saying I wanted to bring up some valid points so you guys don't frown down upon Xbox as much as you did before.
I admit my frown is turned a tiny bit upwards, but it's still a frown.
Okay.
Still not happy with Xbox One.
That was an interesting conversation. Thank you everybody for tuning in. If you have anything to add, just say so in the comments, or make a video reply.
Mm-hmm.
So we will all talk to you guys later. Hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.